Hey guys, welcome back! Here's another great example of how in late 80s and early 90s the Amiga was simply the best machine to play video games.
On the Amiga, makes it possible.
Wolfchild is a frenetic action platformer with 5 huge levels that contemplates us with astonishing graphics and inspiring music. Let's take a look, shall we? The year was 1992 when Core Design released another awesome title. This time around, the Atari ST was the chosen platform to develop another outstanding piece of software, but it's on the Amiga that this title really shines. I even consider it to be an hidden gem, cause every time I talk to my friends about it, no one really knows it. For the ones that never played Wolfchild, well, you should. The game was created by Simon Phipps, the designer of Rick Dangerous, and best known for providing that hilarious scream of death. The audio department was in the good hands of Martin Iveson, renowned artist of the original Tomb Raider musical score. As said before, Wolfchild was originally released for the Atari ST and the Amiga and later ported to every single Sega machine, the Master System, Game Gear, Mega Drive Genesis, Sega CD and also for the Super Nintendo, being this last one the only console version that you should play, mainly for its amazing parallax scrolling graphics and great music. Obviously inspired from comic book art, which Simon Phipps is a huge fan. The characters' animations, sprites and colorful background graphics are simply amazing. The game features a pretty nice intro where we get to know the reasons that made Europe's vocalist Joey Tempest to submit himself to a biotechnological experiment that his father was working on before being kidnapped. The experiment gives our hero the ability to transform him into a wolf-human hybrid that has special attack techniques that may defeat the Chimera organization. The scientists' research was the main objective of the Chimera organization that aims to rule the world with their own breed of hybrid beings. But Joey Tempest is in the move and on its to slay down all of those nasty creatures and rescue his father. The action takes place over 5 amazing and beautifully designed multi-directional levels. In the first one, we're on this massive spaceship hovering over the clouds and taking down some stubborn bird-like bad guys. Second level is set in an Endor-style forest and we're faced against a horde of lizard beasts and nasty carnivorous plants. The third level is a sort of Aztec temple filled with insect warriors that we must kill in our way to Chimera's laboratories. And once there, we come across a mishmash of half-finished mutants and failed experiments which burst forth from their own incubator containers. Amazing stuff, to say the least. As we progress, power-up items are laying around just waiting to be picked up. These items will give us the ability to change into a sort of werewolf with some badass weaponry. Apart from the first level that functions as an appetizer to warm up the player, making us believe that we're this great undefeatable beast, all the others are quite long and maze-like, filled with platforms and nasty enemies in which we're invited to explore and search carefully for extra hidden pickups and bonuses, shortcuts and secret rooms that are scattered through this fabulous scenario, just waiting for us to discover. Obviously, in the end of each one, there's a nicely drawn boss that, in the Super Nintendo version, has pretty nice new and fancy animations when they appear on screen. So, to progress into the next level, we just need to hit them a several number of times in order for them to explode. The sheer speed at which things happen forces us to keep moving, making Wolfchild a super fast-paced game. Technically superb, with its awesome atmospheric graphics, lightning effects and smooth scrolling, Wolfchild is highly recommended to all fans of shoot-'em-up platforming action. And if you enjoyed this episode of the pixelthing, please consider subscribing to be the first to grab all my upcoming videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next week.